guys, my name's Ash and welcome to Crystal Cascades in far north Queensland. Today I'm going to run you through some paddling strokes and some river hydrology when it comes to moving water canoeing. Okay, so let's get in our boat. What I want to do, get in, I can sit on my thwart and I can shove my legs into the side for a bit of stability. Alright, today I'm a one-man crew, I'm a C1er. This means my paddling strokes are going to be slightly different to then if I had a partner in the back. So, forward paddle stroke. We want to lean forward, keeping our paddle close to the boat, pull back and take out at our hip and repeat. This is similar to a backstroke. Come back behind you, push the water forwards, come out and set back up again. Okay, so since I'm by myself, when I paddle stroke, it turns the boat a lot more than if I had a person paddling opposite me and simultaneously. So, I've done a forward paddle stroke. What I want to do, I can turn my blade vertical and put in a rudder at the stern of my boat. This will help me keep my boat straight when I'm going down the river. Okay, but what if I need to turn my boat? There's a few options we have. What I can do is something called the sweep stroke. You come to the front of my bow, keeping my paddle close and reaching out nice and wide and turning the boat to the right. If I want to turn my boat to the left, I come back towards the stern, push my paddle stroke out to the 90-degree angle, take it out and start again. Okay, now that we know how to control our boat, what do we do if we accidentally hit a rock and we flip out of our boat? Oh no! First things first, get your feet up. Alright, next, is my partner okay? Am I okay? And have I got all my equipment to continue? Next thing I want to do is get this boat up the way it was and continue on. So what I want to do is I'm going to get on the back side of my boat, climb on top. I don't have an outside line, so I'm holding on to the self-bailing holes. I'll pull towards me and right my boat. Next, I want to secure my paddle. Now I can self-rescue. Pull myself in, regain myself, and get back to position. Alright, I reckon we're pretty ready to hit the water. What I want to do first is have a quick scout. So looking out, on river right here, I can see a really large strainer. That would be quite dangerous to get amongst, especially at high water. You can see at flood level, strainers get pushed to the outside of this bend and sticks and branches have gotten caught in these upper trees. Alright, let's hit the water. What I've tried to do is avoid this strainer, but what I've done is I've broadsided against this rock. What I want to do in this situation is lean onto this rock. If I don't lean onto this rock, the water coming from upstream would catch this edge and flip me. I could end up upside underneath the boat and potentially underneath these rocks in a really dangerous way. On the other hand, if this were a hard boat, it could fill with water, become a very heavy object, and it would be super dangerous if I were downstream of that. I could get caught between it and a rock, which is very dangerous. Okay, so let's get off this rock. What I can do is I can shift my body forwards and peel around. Now let's get into an eddy. In this eddy so that I don't flush downstream, I've grabbed onto a stick. I can also hop out and hold the bank by standing and holding the boat. Alright, say the rapid downstream of me was rather dangerous and I didn't want to paddle it, I could line my boat down it. To do this safely, keep an open grip on the rope, don't wrap it around your hands, and you can gently line the boat down. If I wrapped it around my hands, it could potentially pull me into the rapid. Tying this back up. Start at bow line, the bow of the boat, do nice even circular coils. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about some river hydrology. I don't have a large hydraulic or a stopper to show you today, but I do have a bit of a pour-over created by this strainer. So as you can see, the water comes over, it hits the bottom of the riverbank and it recirculates. Recirculating water can hold small objects such as sticks to big objects such as people like us. Let's see what happens if we put something in it. As you can see, the water can recirculate objects and hold them there. To avoid being recirculated in a stopper if you end up a swimmer, swim to the edges and you might flush out. What you can also do is make starfish shapes and balls and hope that the water grabs you and flushes you out. To avoid something like this, keep your boat as straight as possible, paddle hard, keep your momentum and try to shoot over the stopper. Okay, I set this strainer up here as demonstration to show you what to do if you cannot avoid a strainer at all. Ideally, you always want to be away from these things. If this log was stretched across the whole river and I fell out of my boat, my only option would be to go over it. So in the whitewater safety position, I don't want to hit the strainer like this because my feet could go underneath and I could become stuck. I'm going to turn over, swim as hard as I can, and push myself over. It's your best hope if you can't avoid a strainer. Thanks for listening.